I have to share a testimony. That's Lily. That is my dog, Lily. And I have a story about Lily. She came and showed up at my front door last fall. And I asked the Lord, what to name her. He told me to name her Lily. And I have to share what kind of happened before that. So last July, I lost my white boxer. Her name was Belle. Belle means beauty. And it was kind of in a tragic way. My other dog bit her, and because, he's old and I don't know what happened. It was the middle of the night. We ended up having to put her down, and it was very tragic. It was very heartbreaking, and I mourned for her. I mean, I was so heartbroken because, he got her eye, and we couldn't save the eye. She was already deaf, and she already had some health problems, so we didn't have the $3,000 to save her eye. Plus, we were in the middle of moving. We were living in a camper out on my daughter's property at the time by the river. It was nice. It was pretty, but we had moved from North Carolina to Texas, and there was just so much going on. It was just kind of a hardship in our life. So the Lord provided this place. It's a little farm that we live on in Texas, and I love it. It's beautiful. It's hot today, but it's beautiful. So, the Lord has really just been working with me just to rest in Him and to find peace in Him. And He gave me the word Lily, the word Shana. Actually, when I was praying, that came out. Shana, actually Abba Shana came out of me. Like, what is that? Well, He told me to look it up, and it means Abba's lily. So Daddy's lily. And so I really didn't know a lot about what it all meant, and He's bringing it all together for me now. So Lily, my little puppy here, I was coming home from the store. I was on the phone with my mom, and I see her trotting down my driveway. It's like a long dirt road. I was like, oh, look at her. Look how cute. I didn't know it was a her. I just said, look at that cute. I didn't even know if it was a dog or a cat. And I just thought in my mind, oh, I would just give anything to have Belle back. I would take that little puppy, And I thought that in my mind. And it turns out that morning I'd had a dream about Belle, and Belle was just beautiful and fluffy and white, and she was happy, and I was hugging her in that dream, and I was crying. I was saying, Belle, I love you so much. I love you so, so much. And I woke up from that dream pretty sad. And well, fast forward, we were eating dinner. I'd made dinner for my family. My husband says, you might want to come and see this while I go out. And Dylan is holding this little black puppy. And I said, where'd you find her? Or where'd you find this puppy? And she said, she was laying on our front porch. So this little dog, Lily, came and laid on our front porch, came right to this place. I knew the Lord had sent her, so I asked Him what to name her, and He told me to name her Lily. Not long after that, I found out that Lily means Shana in Hebrew. So, which is something that I had prayed when I was really seeking the Lord in my prayer closet one day. Well, I keep coming to this Song of Solomon. And I have it all marked up because, it's just something that I've really researched and read about. But basically, I woke up to this, and actually, chapter 2. And so I read, like a lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. And He brought me to the banqueting house. His banner over me was love. And then I get to this. The voice of my beloved, behold, He comes, leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or young stag. Behold, He stands behind our wall. He is looking through the windows, gazing through the lattice. My beloved spoke and said to me, rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, The rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth her green figs, and the vines with tender grapes give a good smell. Rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. So, and then I see my beloved is mine, and I am his. He feeds his flock among the lilies. So I read the part where it says the fig tree puts forth her green figs, right? And the summer, the winter has passed, you know. So I was reminded of a dream, and I was also reminded of a fig tree that I saw with green figs on it over at my daughter's house when I went over there and we prayed over her property. We actually went and prayed over walked the perimeter to the four corners of her property and prayed over it. She was having a lot of things. Chickens were getting attacked. Just a lot of different things. One corner of the property, I forget what corner, I think it was the north, there was a fig tree that had green figs. And I knew I had seen that. I knew the fig tree has been discussed as being Israel. And I was led to this green figs. I didn't know it said green figs here in Song of Solomon. I took a picture of that, the green figs. And I just didn't know why. It just really spoke to me until I read this. The winter has passed. The rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth. The time of singing has come. The fig tree puts forth her green leaves. So this just reminded me of the timing of Jesus returning in the clouds to gather his people to himself. Rise up, he's calling his bride. Rise up and come away with me because it's time. The winter is past and the fig tree puts forth her leaves, meaning that's spring, summertime. So later as I opened my Bible again to read, I opened up to Psalm 45, which is set to the lilies. I actually did a study on this on the Sons of Korah. They were the praise worship team back in the day, line of Levi. And this is about the wedding. You should read Psalm 45. It's about the wedding. And so the royal daughter is all glorious within the palace. Her clothing is woven with gold. Well, it reminds us a lot of Song of Solomon, right? Oh, I just opened up to that, the wedding day. So he's really led me to this study, Song of Solomon and Psalm 45. I feel the Lord, the bridegroom, is calling, for his lilies to get ready, the lilies who are among thorns. He says, so as a lily is among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. His lilies are his special treasure, like how they grow. Why is it that he's quoted the lilies? Even in the New Testament, Jesus spoke about the lilies, about they are clothed more glorious than even Solomon. And so there's this focus on the lilies here. And I believe he's really wanting us to focus on who we are to him, his bride, to make herself ready. So this message really isn't for everybody. This message is for those who are making themselves ready, who are washing their clothes, getting ready for the third day. The other thing, I had a dream that the first fruits were going to be gathered. And I had prayed about sharing this dream and actually had started to share it, but the Lord just stopped me. I believe it's because he really just wanted to pour more things into me about what it all means and the timing that we're in. We're in the timing of the first fruits being gathered and to consecrate ourselves and get ready for the third day. It actually says in Song of Solomon that the fruit of the fig fruit is green. So this timing would be in summer, and it just fits in with my first fruits dream that I had, and I plan on sharing that if the Lord leads me to, and it will be in a separate video. But I'm going to leave with this. I believe we're in the time of that he is about to come, leaping over the hills upon the mountains, and to gather his bride. And we're at the time where we need to really get our hearts ready for Him. His first fruits are the first to be ready. They're easily winnowed. The wind blows through them, removes the chaff, and they will rise. He says, "Arise, my love, and come away with me." They will rise. So God bless you, and I pray that this is a good Bible study for you. I encourage you to look into Song of Solomon and also Psalm 45. Really break that down, what that means to you, because I believe the fruit is on the fig tree. As Song of Solomon 2 verse 13 says, the fig tree puts forth her green figs, and we know that this timing is in the summertime, and it will fit in with the dream that I had about the first fruits. The timing of that dream was summer. I believe it also fits in with the timing that we're in right now. So take this to the Holy Spirit and let Him be your teacher and your interpreter, because He is all we need.